Gentlemen and ladies, welcome back to this discussion of anatomy and physiology of the renal or urinary system. We are looking at urine formation processes, and you discover that there are four main processes that take place in the nephron that leads to production of urine. The first process is filtration. The second one is that there is reabsorption, then there is secretion. The last process is called urine concentration. So the filtration is a process where blood is filtered through the glomerular capillaries, and there is non-selective passive pushing of water and solutes and smaller solutes through the capillary bed. Reabsorption is where most of the materials that are filtered, they are taken back to blood because they are needed by the body. This process ensures that we have water going back to the body, glucose, amino acids, and the needed ions such as potassium and sodium. Then secretion is a process where excess substances including hydrogen ions, potassium, creatinine, including drugs, are secreted back into peritubular circulation by protein carriers so that they are added back to the urine and we maintain the balance for blood. The process of concentration of urine is a process where there is removal of excess water from the filtrate so that finally we have less urine that is formed, and 99% of what is filtered is taken back to blood. This process is also under the influence of hormones like antidiuretic hormone that are produced by hypothalamus. So filtration, like I've said, is the beginning of the urine formation process and occurs at the glomerulus, where there is non-selective passive process filtration of water, solutes, and solutes that are much smaller, that they are able to pass through the fenestrations of the capillaries as well as the podocyte slits. Now, the type of capillaries that you find here, they are different from the capillaries you find, for example, lining skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, and the alveoli, which are continuous. But these ones are fenestrated capillaries, and they've got pores that allow substances to be able to pass through. But these substances also have an extra barrier, the podocytes, that they have to pass through. Fortunately, the podocytes have got spaces which are called podocyte slits that allow the passage of materials that are able to pass through the pores as well. This filtrate, what is produced after filtration of blood is called the filtrate, not urine, but the filtrate, and this collects in the space between the Bowman's capsule and the glomerulus, which is called the Bowman's space. After filtration, we have to understand that what causes filtration is what is called filtration pressure, or the net filtration pressure. This net filtration pressure is the difference between the pressure exerted by the water part of the blood and the pressure that is keeping the blood with the plasma within the blood vessels. What keeps the blood within plasma, what keeps the plasma within blood vessels is oncotic pressure exerted by plasma proteins like albumin. And so the difference between albumin oncotic pressure and hydrostatic pressure exerted by plasma is what ensures that filtration takes place. So in this case, increased blood volume can actually increase filtration. Reduced blood volume can actually reduce filtration. Also, it goes without saying that when we have less albumin produced by the liver, for example, liver disease or malnutrition, we will have too much filtration and loss of plasma. This is as a result of the decrease in negative pressure exerted by oncotic or albumin or protein pressure. Filtration continues, so the rate of filtration can be affected by a number of factors. The sympathetic nervous system ensures that it responds to low blood pressure and low blood volume, such that the sympathetic nerve will cause vasoconstriction of the afferent arteria, and this will decrease filtration. So during sympathetic activity, exercise, and all these things, renal function is reduced, and so there is less urine production. So stress conditions actually reduces urine formation. So as pressure rises, sympathetic nerve causes vasoconstriction of the efferent arteria, and this will cause congestion in the glomerulus, and this will increase filtration. Also, in conditions where we have poor perfusion of the kidneys, also as a result of sympathetic stimulation, also as a result of macular denser activity in the juxtaglomerular apparatus, we can have increased production and secretion of renin by the granular cells. This ends up with increased production of angiotensin II that acts as a vasoconstrictor of efferent arteries. This will increase congestion in the glomerulus, leading to increased filtration. But also angiotensin II stimulates secretion of aldosterone, which increases salt, sodium reabsorption, and water will follow by osmosis, increasing blood volume and exerting increased filtration by increasing hydrostatic filtration pressure. Reabsorption, this is a process where some materials like water, small ions are taken back to blood, and 99% of what has been filtered will end up back into peritubular circulation. Most of these processes are passive, but we also have active processes where carriers tend to um, help in active transportation of materials back into peritubular circulation. The reabsorption is a process where sodium and water, for example, 70% of the sodium will be reabsorbed in the proximal convoluted tubules, and some of these remaining sodium will be reabsorbed back into blood by the thick ascending loop of Henle, as well as the distal convoluted tubule. The materials that are not reabsorbed will be urea from amino acid deamination, uric acid from nucleic acid metabolism, creatine as well from mast cell metabolism, and excess water. Secretion is a process where it is a reverse of reabsorption, and will have materials like hydrogen ions, potassium, creatinine, and drug, which are taken back into the filtrate without filtration. And so they are added back to the filtrate and they make up part of the urine. The last process is to look at urine concentration, where excess water is taken back into blood through the effect of ADH.